Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today we are going to talk about signs somebody secretly hates you. Now, we are surrounded by a lot of people on a daily basis, whether it be family members, friends, or even co-workers. But what if I tell you that some of these people, they secretly hate you? What if I tell you that some of these people, they secretly detest you? In this video today, I am going to give you tips on how you can find out whether or not these people secretly hate you. So first, tip number one is the body language. Now, when somebody is interested in you, they have a welcome body language. They have a more opened body language. So when somebody is interested in talking to you or interested in what you have to say, most of the times they are facing you. They're not away from you doing something else. And when they're talking to you, they're not always being like this, folding their hands so as to create some kind of defense, because this is a defensive move. They're basically blocking you off from them, right? So whenever somebody is actually interested in you, in having a conversation or whatever it might be, their whole body language would be more open and more positive. And you can actually feel it as a person when they're interested in you. So that is actually one point in how you can know when somebody secretly hates you. Another point is the fake assistance. Have you ever recognized that there are some persons who claim that they want to assist you, but the only time that they're trying or they're ever trying to really reach out and assist you is in front of other people? Like whenever you guys are by yourselves, they don't have anything to say to you, nothing at all. But whenever they are with you and other people are present, that is when they try to give you tips on how you may do this or how you may do that. And these tips are never about you as a person. Yes, some of these tips may be helpful to you. Some of these tips may be things that they have seen in which you can shape up and be much better at what you are doing. But these persons, they never normally just call you one side and just tell you what they're supposed to tell you. Most of the times they tell you in front of other people so as to put you down in a sense. So these people, most of the time, they secretly hate you whenever they do these kind of things, because if you really love somebody, you're not only going to find them when they're around a lot of people. You're going to draw them one side, and speak to them. Tell them of ways in which you look at them as a great person and how they can actually sharpen their skills and be more rounded as a person, instead of just telling them ways how to improve in front of everyone all the time. That's not cool. And another way in which you can find out if somebody secretly hates you is by the fake conversations. Yes. And what do I mean by fake conversations? Well, fake conversations, mainly it has to do with people pretending to be listening to you while you're telling them a story or something. Have you ever spoken to somebody and they're basically just nodding their heads and have nothing to say, and then as soon as you are about to give them a joke, they start laughing before you actually get to the punchline of the joke. So those persons, they actually are pretending to actually be hearing what you're saying, but they don't really care about what you're actually saying. And most persons, a lot of persons, are like that. I'm not saying that everyone who speaks to you, you're going to want to hear everything that they're saying. But in this video, it's about people who is in your circle like every day, and they secretly do not like you. Because look at it this way. If you truly care about somebody, no matter the simplest of a topic that they may talk about, you're going to be very interested to hear what they're going to say, and you're going to find most of what they're saying entertaining, even if it's to other people a very small thing. Once that person is interesting to you, you're going to find their topics interesting, and you're going to pay keen attention to what they are saying. So that is one sign. That is another sign that somebody secretly despises you. Now, another sign to show how somebody may be secretly. And another way to show that somebody may secretly despise you is by the way how they easily get frustrated with you. Now, this may be a more easily spotted way, right? So these persons, they may seem to be happy around other people. They may seem to be going about their day, enjoying their day. But as soon as they come into contact with you, soon as they come into some kind of, conference or whatever with you, that is when their whole demeanor changes and they just get irritated. It's like you irritate their spirit, or you irritate their spirit. They can't stand you. And in some ways, you may realize they may not outwardly or outrightly just bash you, but you may realize the facial expressions whenever they're around you, how they react. And you may see that, this person does not really like me. I mean, even if you're not really an outgoing person like that, the chances are you have stumbled across persons like this who they do not really like you. And it's not really a reason, because I'm sure many of you have seen persons that, you just really don't like. Yeah. And it's not really a reason, but it's just being human. It's just natural to just, it's not everybody that you're going to be drawn to at once, not every personality that you're going to be drawn to. So that is natural, but that is a sign that somebody secretly despises you. And another way in which you can know when somebody secretly despises you is by the fake commendation. Now, some of these people, you may do good things, right? And these people, they may pretend to be happy for you. They may pretend to be cheering you on and all of that. One way how to know that these persons are fake in what they do is by listening to their conversation. After your victory, listen to what they say. Some of them, they may start off by saying, you did well, but blah, 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 blah. Or, but it wasn't as good as. So, but make sure that you remain focused because I am coming for this thing. Yeah, they always have a but. Always be a but. They never just commend you and leave it like that. It's always a but. So these persons persons who are like this, they don't really have your best interest at heart. If they're always saying but, they can't just commend you and let it stay as that. They have to be saying but. Yeah. And they always have to say something that will destroy the mood of the moment that you're going through. This moment that should actually be your victory, they always find themselves saying something that, that would just dampen the mood. Like maybe, maybe this was the reason why you won. Maybe this was the reason why you got what you got. But it's just always something to discredit you as a person, to let you feel like you don't really deserve what you've finally gotten. That these are some ways that these persons, they show you in small ways that they really do not like you. They won't say it outwardly, They won't say it outward, but when they secretly do not like you, these are some cues, like verbal cues, to show that they do not like you. I hope that you enjoyed the video today, and I hope that you got some tips out of what I said and how you can recognize these persons in your life. Yeah, and you can move away to be much better persons. All right, so I hope that you tune into the next video. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'm out.